crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Brown goes in motion left. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, back to Fournette. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Thielen going to go in motion right.
Now Goff on first down. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. In motion left comes Brown. On first and 10, Goff. Got him in. It's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Fournette.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
Thielen going to go in motion right.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Brown goes in motion left.
Go, go, go.
Goff. Open man right side is Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may get... game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Pierce in motion left.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Fourth down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You look at this Saints defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. In motion left comes Brown. From the gun, here's Goff.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Left side, he finds Pierce. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Saints at 500 hit 6-6. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He lets it go deep for Olave. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to the running game with Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Howell down to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell flushed out right. That is caught, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Howell. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Prentice, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Brown goes in motion left. Up the gut, Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the Saints' 38-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. It's Goff. And Shark calls it in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Value three. Five.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
First carry for James Conner. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw, Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell.
This one caught by Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
10 more there and another first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Second down, Howell now.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
In motion left comes Brown. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Inside handoff now to Fournette.
powering forward.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10 is counter.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Goff.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Thielen going to go in motion right.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. In motion left comes Brown. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
5. Hey, 76.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Room past the 35.
And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go play action. Howell. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Bryan Bresee, a first-round pick there on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. On the counter, it's Connor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell. Flush to his right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Howell to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Goff going to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hold on. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Under pressure, they got him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Super 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This is 1st and 10. Howell out of his own end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
That's complete to Pierce. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late game
gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football.